right, everyone, this is Tim Online Big Blue, bringing you the best of New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. Oh, the roster is taking shape. I said this once before, if you are the 51st, 52nd, and 53rd on the roster on this team, do not unpack your bags. Because, changes happen rapidly on this, at this time of year. And the Giants signed 3 players, and they've made 3 moves. They signed Colin Johnson, Quincy Roach, and Justin Hilliard. And to make room for them, they have released Trent Harris, Dante Pettis, and CJ Board. Yeah, the information coming out is CJ Board will more than likely sign once they make some more moves, because they're going to probably move some people to the IR. I feel bad for Trent Harris and Dante Pettis, but I feel more bad for Trent Harris because I thought Trent Harris really made a stamp on his preseason to make this team. But they may bring him back. You don't know. Like Giants are probably going to put a couple guys on injured reserve anyways, and then they're going to bring some of these guys back. Interesting moves. I like the Colin Johnson move. Colin is 6'6", 220 pounds. He's a 5th-round draft choice by the Jaguars. He was, 165th overall. University of Texas. He played in 14 games as a rookie, caught 18 passes for 272 yards, 15.1 yards average a catch, 2 touchdowns, long receptions of 46 yards. He caught only 2 passes he only caught 2 passes in preseason, including a 24-yard touchdown in New Orleans. I mean, he played in 42 games at Texas, 188 receptions, 2,262 60-something yards, 15 touchdowns. That doesn't matter because you know what? Once you leave college, your college career is over. Big target. I'm actually surprised Jacksonville got rid of him. And I think that there must have been a numbers game with DJ Shark and a bunch of other guys in Jacksonville. But I think he's a good, solid pickup. I can see it. I can see him being on the roster and replacing Pettis. And like I said, bringing back CJ Board. I like the pickup. The other gentleman they picked up was Quincy Roach. Quincy Roach is 6. You know what? Quincy Roach is 6'3", 245 pounds. I remember he was taken by Pittsburgh. Yeah, and he's at the University of Miami. I remember in Miami, had 5 tackles, 3 solos, including a sack and a half, and 3 quarterback hits in preseason. He played 3 seasons at Temple. I remember that. And then he went to the Hurricanes. In 49 games, he had 30 and a half sacks, including 13 and a half with Temple. You know what? He's a good candidate to be a quasi end/linebacker. So I could see. Again, he's a good pickup. I think he's an interesting pickup. I think the Giants did a good job with getting someone like Quincy. Will he make an impact? I don't know. But if you're looking for someone to have the versatility to play both your edge position and linebacker, I think Quincy Roach is a pretty good thing. He's stout enough to hold. I think he's stout enough to hold up against a run. We don't know. Now they also signed Justin Hilliard, 6'1", 231 pounds. He was a rookie free agent who was over with the 49ers. He was released. He led the 49ers with 18 tackles, 7 more than anyone else on the team, 9 unassisted stops. He had 2 tackles for a loss and 1 quarterback hit. He's an Ohio State guy. He played in 50 games with 7 starts and registered 84 tackles, including 9 for a loss, 3 forced fumbles, and 2 interceptions, and 1 forced fumble over in Ohio State. I mean, is he an upgrade of what we I knew the Giants weren't happy with their linebacking core. They couldn't be. They couldn't be what they have. Is Justin Hilliard a upgrade? I don't know. I think the first 2, I think Quincy Roach and I think Colin Johnson make more sense. I think Trent Harris, to me, had more of an opportunity to play than Justin Hilliard. But you never know. Like I said, I do think that I'm kind of surprised we did walk away from both CJ Board and Dante Pettis because I think we waited for Pettis to play. When he did play, he showed something towards the end of the season. He was basically a knucklehead with the 49ers. That's why they got rid of him. They basically said he was slow picking up the playbook. He was there for like 3 years. That's really slow. That's not lightning fast. That's pretty slow if you're there for a couple of years and you still have a problem picking up the complexity of the playbook. So, but his talent is there. He can do multiple things. So I'm curious to see what happens with these 3 guys. The roster will shape out. I think, like I said, the information is that CJ Board is going to be coming back. The Giants also are rumored or will be signing certain players to the practice squad. We've gotten the projected list of the practice squad additions, and they're probably going to be Damian Willis. I like Damian. Brett Higgy, Nico, Matt Cole, Stuart Griffin, Ryan Izzo, David Sills. Oh no, David Sills is back. Jake Houseman, the tight end, Kenny Wiggins going up. Look out, Lewis. Dexter Williams. We have Platzengummer's back. Platzengummer, he made it. He's back on the practice, which we kind of knew. But, it's interesting. I'm still trying to figure out, though, why we got rid of Jonathan Harrison. I mean, he warranted making the roster. The Giants also still need to get really somebody to bring aboard the long snapper. So it's interesting. It's interesting, but like I said, 2 out of the 3 signings I think are going to be nice additions to this team. I think they could work out well for this team. One thing I did want to talk about briefly, and I know I'm going to get blasted for it because I already got idiots on my comment section saying, how dare you question Daniel Jones? You're going to be like, oh, Daniel Jones is so great when he's doing all these wonderful things for us. And he's going to be so wonderful. And you're going to be like, oh, no, I'm not going to be like that. If anyone ever listens to this channel, that's not me. And I'm the one that said Daniel Jones was going to throw it for over 4,000 yards last year. And I'm the one that said that we don't make the playoffs without him. So I'm not 100% sure where I'm the hater. But you know what? Haters going to hate. Players just going to play. I'm just going to shake it off. Cam Newton. Superman. I know I'm crazy. I've gone off the deep end. Because he looked washed up to me in the limited time we saw him. But why not bring Cam Newton in? He's better than Mike Glennon. This division was won last year at 7-9. If everything implodes with Daniel Jones, and I'm not saying it's going to, but let's say everything implodes. And let's say we start the season 1-6, and it's time to make a change. Are you really thinking Mike Glennon's going to pull it out for you? And that's what she said. Think about it for a minute. Do you really think that's going to be the case? That's what's going to happen? No, I don't think that's what's going to happen at all. But, and I know.
Gentlemen, what brings me to my next point. Don't smoke crack.
I know people are going to be thinking that. But you bring in Cam Newton. And he's your safety net. Because if the division implodes like it did last year, and let's say 8 or 9 wins takes the division, why not have the safety net like Cam Newton? This isn't about Daniel Jones maturation anymore because we've done that for 2 years. This is put up or shut up time for Daniel Jones. It's Daniel Jones at the 5. It's Daniel Jones at the... That's what this is all about.
Never mind.
It's put up or shut up time. And if he can't cut it, and we have a championship style defense and Saquon Barkley is playing well, why not put in someone like Cam Newton? He's not going to be the MVP that he was back in 2015. He's not going to be the scrambler, the dodger that he was early in his career. Those days are gone. He's got mobility in the pocket. He's got pocket presence. He's a big dude. And if things go south quick, he's a guy that we could bring in that could start. I mean, he did run for over 592 yards last year with New England. And people overlook the fact that he had 12 touchdowns. They'll look at the fact that he had more interceptions than he did touchdowns, but he had 12 rushing touchdowns. Averaged 4.3 yards a carry. And I've said this a million times. Daniel Jones is not a scrambler. Daniel Jones needs to have I know he's fast as a cheetah, but he needs to have design runs for him that take advantage of the over-aggressiveness of the defense, and that's what Jason Garrett does. Cam Newton is more of a scrambler and more of a plotter. He's going to get you the 3-4 yards. Daniel Jones isn't going to do that. And even at 31 years old, I don't need Cam Newton to be Super Cam. I don't need him to be 15-1 Cam Newton from 2015 when he was 26 years old. I just need him to be consistent. I need him to move the ball, and I need him to get the ball to our big play wide receivers. He's never going. He's a career 60% passer, but he did complete 65% of his passes last year. And then in his last technically full season in Carolina, he was at 67.9, 24 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. And we keep him away from Dallas because I'm worried about two things. I'm worried about Cam going to Dallas, and I'm worried about Cam going to Washington. If he goes to Dallas and let's say Dak can't come back, that offense could still potentially be scary. And if he goes to Washington and and Fitzpatrick turns to Fitztragic and implodes, it's going to be the same thing again. He could help revitalize that team and stick it to us on two teams in our division. He is more of a backup and a more of a reliable option if something does go wrong than Mike Glennon. And I think we probably have the opportunity to bring him in cheap if he wants to continue his career. He's not going to get the big bucks because he just got waived. No team is going to put out the huge salary for Cam Newton. Think about it. That's all I'm going to say. Think about it. I know I've gone crazy. I know I have. And like always, I'm always here.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Thanks, Roddy Piper, because that's what I do here. I make people think. And that's why they hate me. Because I make you think. I can't just sit there and say, everything is awesome. No, if Daniel Jones implodes, we need a viable backup because we need to salvage the season because we all know 2022 is going to be interesting because our own capologist said that tough choices are going to need to be made in 2022 because it's going to be challenging the salary cap. Just throwing that out there. Backup plan. Always have a backup plan. And again, this is Tim on the Online Big Blue, bringing you the best of New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you could if you subscribe, read that, but you think what that means, that'd be awesome.